looks like it's gonna hail. Baby, baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. You better come inside, let me teach you how to jive and wheel. Oh, you gotta jump jiving, then you really 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 gotta jump jiving, then you really.
All right, welcome back to After Business Podcast. We took our show on the road here at the Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia. And we got a special VIP guest, a longtime friend of Chris's.
It's Ralph Passio, owner of Jump and Prime Meats. So I shop her personally. When I was running restaurants or had my own restaurant, obviously Rob was my butcher. But he's my personal butcher too. I'm up here most weekends getting what I need. You know, so this is Rob. Rob, how long have you been doing this?
Since I was 13, so 35 years.
When did we meet? How old were you?
15.
15. Met Rob at 15, walked into the butcher shop, and that was it.
And the relationship there ever since.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck with him. Every weekend you're stuck with him.
Not only that, sometimes I really break him for him. I call him up, Rob, on your way home, can you drop something off?
Delivery.
Delivery too, yeah.
DoorDash.
But so Rob does, like I said, you will walk in here as a customer or, you're local and, your restaurant, you need a butcher, this is your guy. He's knowledgeable, he's great prices, he can tell you the best cut of meat to use for whatever the dish is. So Rob, that's leading us into when I did the cheesesteak challenge, I got the ribeye steak from you. Can you tell us, there's not just one ribeye and that's it, cut and dry?
No, there's different grades, different qualities. Most of the steak shops that are around the city and all over, they use a utility ribeye or a ribeye roll, which is frozen. A lot of it comes from Australia or New Zealand, or it's not domestic. The ribeye that you guys got with that cook-up, that was actually like an Angus steer grade USDA choice piece of beef. So there's really nothing much better than that unless you want to go to a higher quality ribeye like Prime or Wagyu or things like that.
But for a cheesesteak, you would say that's the way to go.
For a cheesesteak, yeah. I mean, we have customers that use top round because it's lean and it's an Angus cut, so it has flavor. The ribeye roll, it's good. It's good. It's all right. But there's not a whole lot of like that meat itself isn't that flavorful without that salt.
Right. So back in the day, before we started with the ribeye, well, didn't they go with the eye roast? Wasn't that like one of the big steaks?
Some places would use eye roll. Yeah.
Right. But then it kind of evolved into more of a fancy steak.
Yeah, they found a cheaper option for a ribeye. People see ribeye on the menu, they're like, oh my god, they're using prime rib. And it's like, it kind of glorifies the cheesesteak a little bit.
The knuckle was used at one point?
People use knuckles. I know a couple of years ago, Landis, they used to specialize in using certain tips.
I remember with the knuckle, the problem was you got to chill, kind of freeze it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was a big piece of meat, so hard to operate on the slicer.
Yeah, and then the backside has the big nerve on it too. So once you get to that, like the last 2 inches, you got to grind.
Right, take it down. So I personally think they went the right direction into the ribeye because I think it's just great. But when they did the eye roast, it was good too. There's not a lot of fat in it. Right? Yeah. But it was still a good steak.
It'll be a little tough.
Right. But I think it's revolved into one of the best sandwiches around with the way they went with it.
And when we put on the versus a frozen piece that we lost water weight, we lost all that. So I guess the question would be to you, really the expert, person who's over and says, why can't I buy a case of frozen steaks from Cisco and it's going to be a better place? What do you tell them?
Well, listen, a lot of places use the frozen already chipped wafers and portioned out to make it easier in a restaurant. Like, they ain't got time to sit there and slice and portion out 8 ounces, whatever they use for their sandwich. So they go through a bigger company that already has it covered.
One thing I found surprising when we did the challenge with that was I never read the box before. I worked at cheesesteak places growing up, pizzerias. I never read the box. This time I read the box. All the fillers that were in there kind of surprised me. You think it was like that 20, 30 years ago?
Well, I mean, that probably wasn't around 30 years ago. Maybe it was, but I would say, yeah, because there's something to hold that meat together. And make it last. And
right. Yeah. I just
keep it fresh.
No,
I agree.
Because it is really great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when we cooked yours down, we lost very little weight. Right, we started with 8 ounces. We finished with 7.2 maybe. Right, and then we cooked down 8 ounces of the frozen, and we were all the way down to like 5 point whatever it was. I don't remember how much it was. 5.
That's water weight.
That water weight really shrunk down. So you have to cook extra of that to really make the sandwich. So the savings really was on the fresh end.
Yeah, and the ribeye rolls that you carry, they're whole ribeyes. So like when they advertise 8 ounces, it's not injected anything, so it's an actual like whole muscle.
Gotcha.
So that's a positive too. So that's a positive to one of the ribeye rolls.
Right.
People use that.
All right. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of good information. Again, if you're in the Philadelphia area, you've never been to the Reading Terminal, stop and see Rob. Tell him, hey, I saw you in the podcast. Say hello. Check out his case. A lot of great fresh meat here. You can't go wrong. Great. Rob, thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks for watching F Your Business Podcast. We want to talk to you for a minute about our on-site visits that we do.
It's a great way for us to assess your business and really dig in to help you with some great improvements. Whether it's food costs, whether it's labor, anything else that you might see you think you need. But we see the most success when we're able to get in on site, get a feel for the culture of the restaurant, see what's going on there, and really help our expertise to do what you've already built and grown your business to be.
Right. We definitely get walk through your menu. We come up with some new recipes. We bring it to what's happening in the restaurant world today. Make sure we're well rounded and we're covering all the bases. That's something we enjoy to do. We love coming out to the restaurants and we love being part of your restaurant.
Nice. Well, we look forward to seeing you in your restaurant.
All right, so here we are. So this is a Philly thing, right? We did the challenges in the past with the chicken cutlets and the cheesesteaks. So we're bringing it back a little bit. Not a challenge, but just
Bring you inside.
Bring it inside and
what
see
it looks
what we
like.
got. Right. So we're at the Reading Terminal. We went to the Butcher's Pantry that's located here in Reading Terminal. And we got a chicken cutlet with roasted peppers and provolone for about $13, right?
Yeah.
We know what it costs to make this sandwich, right? It costs barely over $1.50. So that's a great margin. That means you're doing it right. Well, it comes down to what it tastes like, too.
Yeah.
So we'll dig into that in a minute.
Dig them all in a minute.
Right.
But Chris, real quick, you might not know what the Reading Terminal market is.
So,
I think you can underestimate where we're at right now.
Right.
Give them maybe a little.
So
everything's in here.
We're in Philadelphia. We're in Center City, Philadelphia. The Reading Terminal has been here for over 100 years. You have, I believe, it's over 200 stores in here. From everything from a clothing store to a sandwich shop to a butcher to just poultry to just sausage. Like there is a stand for everything. There's coffee, there's turkeys. I mean, you walk around here, it is amazing. We're going to walk around a little bit and you'll get to see it. But there is everything here. There's a liquor store in here. There's diners.
Fruit.
Right. You get a diner. I mean, you name it, it's in here.
From our spot right here, you got cupcake pies and whoopies, and he's got the best turkey you'll ever have, a burger place.
Got a clothing store right there.
Snacks.
I think there's a travel agent over there too.
The bar behind us.
We got the bar over here, which I freaking like Sunday mornings. This is a great location. I think people that even live here in Philly don't really know about it.
Right.
You'll find more tourists here than you do locals, which is crazy.
And I feel like it doesn't matter if you're here at 7 in the morning or 7 at night, right?
There's people here.
They're doing something.
Obviously, at lunchtime, if you come here between like 11 and 1:30, it's just shoulder to shoulder. Everybody's got all these food stands. Everybody's here. They just want them. And guess what? They do solid food here. It's really good.
Unbelievable.
Right. As you can see. So the butcher's pantry did the chicken cutlet. This cheesesteak here, it's a fresh cheesesteak. It's not frozen. It's not the ribeye. It's more of a loin.
Yep.
They use, which looks good though.
Cut nicely.
Yeah,
Cook
yeah.
quick.
It looks good. It's a nice size sandwich. This was, I think, just under $14.
Yeah.
Right? So you got my long hots in there. I don't eat anything without them. And then this cheesesteak here is a ribeye. It's from Molly's behind us. It's a little smaller. We'll see. It looks fresh. It looks good. It's a fresh ribeye, they said on it. And we're going to check them out and see. I say we start with the chicken cutlet. And we
That's
take
our
it from
appetizer?
there. That's our appetizer. I think they need to get a new knife over there, but all right.
Let's try it out. Looks good. Looks fresh.
Great. You guys can share that long hot if you want. But, no, Captain. Enjoy yourself.
It's good.
We're hungry.
But I'll still put yours up against that one. I know it was a little while ago when we made that, but
Yeah. That's good. Don't
I'm
get me
still
wrong.
picking the
I still-
combinations you were putting together and rocking out there. So
Well, I think my cutlet has a little more seasoning to it. But if I'm walking in a store and this is what I get,
this is still really good.
I'm not upset. I just happen to be exceptional at what I
Unfortunately,
do.
they had to go against you. It might not have gone that well for them. Is all I'm saying.
All right. This is the best breakfast I've ever had.
Yeah. All right. Now on to the first cheesesteak.
So, get a good look at it here. So, see it in there. It's cooked nice. It's not overcooked. You don't see any burnt marks. It's still moist looking.
How do you order this one, Chris? What do you tell the guy?
Well, I asked for American wit. Okay? I like a little American on this one. That one I went Cooper wit. But, what we got? Looks good. Looks like a good roll, too.
That's really good.
That's a solid cheesesteak there.
Well, the meat's really tender.
Yeah. Cooked well.
Cooked really nice, seasoned nicely.
Because you can overcook these
Yeah.
fast. I mean, they stopped the cooking process perfectly.
That was good.
The roll's fresh. The roll's got a little snap to it, right? A little crunchy on the top, soft in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's a really good roll. I love the seeds. I always like a seeded roll.
Yeah, so I noticed that with all these rolls, on these, they were all seeded. I know it's hit or miss, but it was funny that all three we got all were seeded rolls.
You know that when you go into South Philly to the historic cheesesteak places, you're not going to get a seeded roll
Oh, right.
because they didn't start with them.
Got it.
These little bit, and this place has been around a while, just not as long as that.
Right.
They really go seeded. Like
Okay.
seeded rolls started to really take off, I'd say late 70s into the 80s,
Okay.
where I like a seeded roll, always, But again, I mean, I'm going to take one more bite of that. What's mine? You want to try walnut?
It's a little early for the long hot.
Never too early. Okay.
And on to our dessert. So this is the ribeye steak.
Because this one's a little darker. That makes me think it's possibly overcooked because of the color of it. That one there, it's got the perfect color. It's cooked amazing. This one, I think it's overcooked. But we'll see.
We'll see.
And it's the first cheesesteak of the day, so your grill should not be that hot.
Right.
Or have, sometimes during the day the grill will give off a little different color because you're doing a lot of cooking on it.
Yeah.
And maybe it was the last steak before you gave it that clean. They should clean every 15 minutes.
Right.
And you get a little darker color. But it's the first steak of the day. So let's see. It may be a little overcooked, but but the flavor's still there.
Very good.
It's not as moist as that one. They probably went about a minute too
I was
long.
gonna say that one
It was excellent.
was excellent.
Yeah, that
This
was
one's good, but not.
Hello George,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Hello George. This one's Molly's. Not a bad steak by any means, but it is overcooked. They probably went a minute too long, and you took a lot of the moisture out. That one there was one of the better ones I've had.
No, I think as we kind of give you guys a little bit tour around here again, the theme up, it's a Philly thing, really digging in. But
Right.
I think whatever city you're in, find that great fresh food, different,
Yeah.
whatever it is, and
Listen.
explore and buy from there or visit there and take ideas from there.
Well, always take ideas. Nobody owns any of this. Always take ideas, put your twist on it, your spin on it. Something that is really in your area, like us with cheesesteaks,
Yeah.
right? And chicken cutlet sandwiches. We're known for that. There wasn't always a pizza steak. Somebody came up with that,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't always, a steak with Cooper Sharp. Somebody said, Cooper Sharp's a great cheese. Let me put that on the menu. Cooper Sharp cheesesteak. You had to come up with things. Because, mushroom cheesesteak is one of the big ones everybody likes. People thought of this. What is in your area that you're famous for?
Yeah.
Add that to the steak. And again, if you want to put a cheesesteak on your menu, do not call it a Philly cheesesteak. It's just a cheesesteak. It's a mushroom cheesesteak. We don't do a pizza cheesesteak. If we just want to do a cheesesteak, it is a cheesesteak. When people say Philly cheesesteak, I guarantee you they're making it wrong. Right? So get something that's local to you. Add it to a cheesesteak, to a chicken cutlet. Let's have profitable food to your menu, because this is profitable food, and it's done right. That's the most important thing. It's fresh. It's done right. Even the Molly's, a little overcooked, but I still would eat it and be happy. Yeah, right. If it was the frozen one, you wouldn't. If you overcook it that much, it's going to crisp up and really get a little bitter in there. But this is the way to go. So we're going to finish this off.
Yeah,
And then we're going to go walk it off.
A woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a meal. A woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a meal. One good thing about him, he knows how to jive and wheel. Oh, you gotta jump and jive and then you really 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 gotta jump and jive and then you will.